Today's the final part in a 3-part series on advanced Amazon keyword research. And we're going to talk about really cool strategies such as how to find out what keywords competitors are getting sales from that you don't even have in your listing. How cool is that? Pretty cool, I think. You want to know what keywords are driving the most sales for listings on Amazon? To do that, you need to know what highly searched for keywords the product is ranking for, maybe at the top of page 1. You can actually find that out in seconds by using Helium 10's keyword research tool, Cerebro. Now that's just one of the many functions that make this tool my favorite tool in the whole suite, and it's the most powerful keyword research tool ever created for e-commerce sellers. For more information, go to h10.me/Cerebro, h10.me/CEREBRO. Don't forget to use the Serious Sellers Podcast discount coupon SSP10. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Serious Sellers Podcast by Helium 10. I am your host, Bradley Sutton, and this is the show that is a completely BS-free, unscripted, and unrehearsed organic conversation about serious strategies for serious sellers of any level in the e-commerce world. And today is part 3 in a 3-part series where we've been giving you guys just non-stop fire strategies all about keyword research. And I've been telling you in these episodes, these are the kind of strategies that could potentially make you thousands of dollars. And if you want to raise my flag, in other words, the BS flag on that statement, let me just illustrate why I say that it could mean thousands of dollars easily. All right. Let's just say you're a newish seller. All right. Maybe you've only got one product and it's doing pretty good. Maybe you're projected to get about $100,000 worth of sales for a year. All right. Now, how many sales come from search? You know, it varies by category, varies by product. If you take a look at your search career performance and look at the attributed sales to keywords that actually happen within 24 hours of the click. It's kind of a long story how to calculate that out. But you know, maybe you see that 30% of your sales come from keywords. Now, obviously, there's probably more that comes from it just from your PPC alone. But again, let's just talk about that stuff that happens within 24 hours of a search of a keyword, which is called denormalized search results. All right. So 30% of your sales come from keywords and you're doing $100,000 a year. That's like $30,000 come from keywords, right? Now let's just say that, hey, that $30,000 that comes from keywords, it's from like 30 main keywords that you have already on your own found and you're getting sales from. Now imagine if you could just add 5 more strategies. All right, total I've given you, or at the end of today, you'll have 30 different keyword strategies that I've been giving you in episodes, or the first edition, the second edition, now the third edition, over 30 strategies. From those 30 strategies, let's just say for some strange reason, all you can get out of it is only 5 more keywords to get sales. Only 5 more keywords, all right? How much is that if you're already getting $30,000 from 30 keywords? You just added $1,000 worth of sales for the year, all right? Let's just say, no, you don't just have one product. You've been selling on Amazon for a few years. You got maybe 10 products doing about $1 million a year total, all right? Not even each, just total. Now how much if you're adding like only 5 keywords that you've discovered through these strategies, all right? That's $10,000 worth of extra sales just by following some of these strategies. Now, I really think you guys can get more than 5 new keywords out of these 30 strategies that we've given you. So again, if you're just hopping in on this episode, you can go ahead and listen to it. But I suggest watching the other 2 episodes first. How to see which keywords your competitors are getting sales from that you aren't even indexed for. Now, why is this important? How can it make you money? Well, this is like the easiest no-brainer of them all, right? Your competitors, very similar product to you, they're literally getting sales from a keyword because, you know, they're high on page 1 for a decent search volume keyword, and you don't even have the keyword in your listing. All right, doesn't take a rocket scientist to understand how this is one of the easiest strategies of everything that we have here that can put money in your pocket. How do you go ahead and do it? Let's go ahead and hop in. Now, the first thing you're going to do is this works on a multi-ASIN search in Cerebro. So you put your product first in Cerebro, and then you had put, like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 other competitors right there as well. Now, what you want to do is you are first going to hit position rank 0 and 0. Position rank, what that filter is it means your rank, which is why you have to put your product first in this list. So if you put 0 and 0 for minimum and maximum, that means you're saying I am not ranked at all. And then what you're going to want to do is you're going to go ahead and go to the number of competitors filter, all right, number of competitors, and you're going to go ahead and put minimum 1. That's all you care about. You just want at least one person, and then nothing on the max. And then you're going to go to competitor rank, and then you're going to put, let's just say minimum 1, let's say maximum 10. So that means not only is at least one of your competitors on page 1, but they are like, at the top of page 1. Like I said, they're probably getting sales. I'll go ahead and put, since this is the US marketplace, I'll go ahead and put a minimum search volume of 400. You can do more or less depending if anything comes up. And I mean, the goal is for, if you do this, you don't want any keywords to show up, right? That's the goal. Like, you're doing all right if no products or if no keywords show up. Now, in this particular case, only one keyword came up, Gothic cabinet. All right. So the way that you can see if a keyword you have is indexed or not, you might not even have it in your listing. Go ahead and take this list of keywords. Now, in this case, it's just one keyword, and you're going to want to go into index checker, all right? That's the next step. So normally you might have, like 10, 15 keywords. Me, I'm doing all right. So I only have, one keyword on there, but you're going to go ahead and paste the keywords into index checker, and you're going to put your ASIN as the ASIN and index checker that you are checking. All right. So I'm going to copy my ASIN. I'll bring it over into index checker, and then you just run index checker. And then what you want to do is see, does it say that you have indexed or not? All right. In this case, yes, I am indexed. All right. Now let's just say some of these keywords was not indexed. Well, the way to know if you are indexed or not, make sure to check the videos here in index checker, and you can find out how exactly to check if you are indexed or not. But again, super simple, just a few clicks. Again, you want to see where you are not ranking at all, not even in the top 7 pages, but your competitors, at least one of them, is getting sales from a keyword because they're in the top 10 positions. And then the next step, if you just want to see if maybe you're not indexed at all, is go to index checker. One more quick thing. I'm not sure if I mentioned this before, but in another video, we have match type here. All right. So I've been talking strictly about organic ranks in a lot of these videos, but Helium 10 is checking if they're also in the now defunct editorial recommendations, if they're showing up in a Amazon's Choice widget. That's different than just the regular Amazon's Choice button, but our badge, it's an Amazon's Choice widget that's sponsored ads. There's a highly rated widget. There's sponsored brand header videos, or sponsored brand header ads, and also sponsored brand video. So these are all different match types in Cerebro, where it'll have a little letter next to the keyword showing that, hey, this is what keywords what's the match type of this keyword. It'll say O or S or other things like that. So this is also valuable. Like maybe you want to know, hey, where is my competitor showing up in the search results, and they've got a sponsored video ad. All right. Hey, where's my competitor showing up in a sponsored brand ad? Hey, well, what are the keywords where my competitor is showing up for like 5 or 6 or 7 different things all on page 1? I mean, they literally could be doing that. So this is a great way to look at that as well. All right, let's get into the next strategy. How to find the keywords competitors are beating you on. All right, in the previous strategy, we talked about looking for the keywords where a competitor is getting sales from, but you might not even be ranked or indexed at all, and definitely not ranked. But, what if you're ranked on page 4, 5, or 6, or even on the bottom of page 1, but most of your competitors are ahead of you, all right? Why is this important? How can this make you money? Again, this is one of those no-brainers. Hey, you want to show up before your competitors, right? So maybe, there's a keyword Gothic decor, and there's 6 competitors on there that are coffin shelves, and you're a coffin shelf, right? There's customers who are searching for Gothic decor who are looking for a coffin shelf. Now, they don't see all of those other products on the page. Maybe there's some skull candle holder or some moon-shaped mirror or some weird Gothic thing, right? They're looking at only the coffin shelf. So it doesn't really matter the position placement there. Like, hey, is this page 1, position 5? Because if the first 4 products are all something different than what they're looking for, it's almost as if those don't exist, right? Does that make sense? So in this sense, like what we call your relative rank is important. Where are you showing up in the search results compared to your direct competitors? Because those are the ones who you are fighting for, the sale from. How do you view that? All right. So again, this works if you have done a multi-ASIN search. And then I like to go ahead and let's put a minimum of 300 search volume. Now, what you want to go to is where it's called relative rank. All right. So I'm going to go here to the relative rank, and let's just say, hey, where am I at least 3 for? All right. That means I'm at least the third one that comes up. And let's go ahead, apply filters. And we're probably going to have a lot of keywords here. Yeah, look at this. 38 keywords show up. And so again, these are all the keywords now where at least 2 of my competitors are beating me on. All right. If I wanted to see all the keywords where 4 out of the competitors were beating me on, I would go ahead and put a minimum of 4 in relative rank. Now, let me explain how, again, this relative rank works. Here's coffin shelf. It says over here under relative rank, I am 6. That is terrible. This is the most important keyword for my listing, and it says I am 6. So what I can do is I can put my mouse over this relative rank, and I can see where my competitors are ranking for. Now, the one that is my ASIN, it's going to be in bold. So right here, clear as day, I can see why my relative rank is 6. I see one competitor is 1, another is 2, another is 9, another is 14, another is 15, and then there I am at 17. So here is a complete list of keywords where at least 2 out of my main competitors, they are showing up on page 1 before me. Or just anywhere in the search results. Maybe I'm on page 2, maybe they're on page 2, and I'm on page 5. Regardless, this is a great metric that you want to look at. Where are your competitors beating you on? You are ranking for the keyword, so at least you're in the ball game, right? But you're not getting sales when your competitors are all showing up before you. So a great quick way to see where your competitors are beating you from. Find those keywords, figure out, like how you can increase your rank. Maybe it's by putting some more money at your sponsored ads for those keywords and hope your conversion rate goes up. But find a way to start beating your competitors so that you're the first in the relative rank on those keywords. Next strategy, how to find keywords that your competitors are not running sponsored ads for. Now, how can this strategy make you money? Your main keywords, no matter what, if none of your competitors are, doing ads for it, or if all of them are, you still got to do ads for it. All right. You want to rank for your most important keywords. But sometimes, you might want to look for keywords that have a little less competition, or maybe at least your main competitors are not the ones running sponsored ads. You could view that as opportunity to make some money. So how can you find that out? Again, if you are in a multi-ASIN search, you have the results here. Sometimes you can go ahead and put a minimum search volume of 300. That's what I'm going to do right here. Now, what you want to do is there's a couple ways you can do this. One way is finding out where not many of your competitors are running sponsored ads at all. In that case, you're going to want to find the filter that says sponsored rank count. And you can put like a maximum of, let's just say 2. What that means is, hey, show me the keywords here where my competitors, a maximum of only 2 are even running sponsored ads. Now, a lot of times a crazy number of keywords are going to show up here. Like even this one says 1,000 keywords. So in this situation, I'm actually going to go ahead and put another filter, which is the competitor rank average. All right. That means, hey, these aren't just random sponsored ads they're running. These are ones where they're probably, getting organically around page 1 or 2. So I'm going to go ahead and put minimum competitor rank average 1, maximum 50. And then when I apply that filter, now the number is going to be a lot less of these keywords. And here, 56 keywords. Like for example, here's one right here. Gothic bookcase. It probably is fairly relevant, right? And I can see there is nobody running sponsored. Good grief. I can't believe this. There is 0 competitors running sponsored ads on Gothic bookcase, which is a very relevant keyword. Here's another one, coffin bookshelf. Only 1 competitor is showing up in sponsored ads for this keyword. Gothic cabinet. Nobody is running sponsored ads. So that's a great way, again, to see which keywords your competitors are not even focusing on. Another situation could be, instead of the number of competitors, you might want to look at sponsored rank average. And maybe you want to see where their average is like at least like 30, meaning they're probably, a lot of competitors are not even on the first, few pages of sponsored ads. And if I go ahead and apply the filters on that, so again, sponsored rank average, minimum 30. I'm not putting anything in sponsored rank count. Now I see 9 filtered keywords, and see here's one keyword right here, coffin decor. There are a couple of competitors showing up in sponsored ads, and this is a keyword that a lot of people are on page 1 for, but look at this. The main competitors are 33rd and 69th as far as sponsored ads. That means that's like page 3 and page 6 probably in sponsored ads. That means if I come in, I would potentially be the only person. If I bid high, I would be the only person on page 1 for this keyword in sponsored ads. So another great way to find valuable information that can save you money in advertising, so that you know that you can focus on certain keywords and you're not going to have much competition at all. On the flip side, maybe you're just curious, hey, where are most of my main competitors advertising for? Where are they concentrating their top of search spend? You can go opposite on this. You can say, hey, show me, put in the filter here, show me where their sponsored rank average, regardless of their competitor rank average, show me where it's between 1 and 20, meaning that on average, they're on page 1. And that's going to show you where most of your competitors are concentrating their spend. So a lot of different ways that you can filter through this information, but it's important to do that so you can really dial in your PPC game. How to get a quick view of top products for Amazon keywords. Why is this important? Well, as you've been seeing from a lot of our Cerebro strategies here, sometimes when you do search results or in Cerebro, you can have hundreds, if not thousands of keywords. Not all of these keywords are completely relevant to your product. And you shouldn't just base it on our competitor performance score. Like I said before, that doesn't mean it's always 100% relevant, or that there's not other keywords that are very relevant. If you're looking for keywords where most of the top 10 products, or the ones that are at the top of page 1, are somewhat similar to your product, how would you do that one by one? Well, you would have to go and click each keyword and look on Amazon to see, all right, Gothic decor, are these all coffin shelves? Oh no, when I click on Gothic decor, I see a whole bunch of random products like dream catchers and Gothic bed frames and stuff like that, right? So now okay, this is probably not a keyword where a lot of people are searching for coffin shelves, right? On the flip side, if I search for mini coffin bookshelf, all of the products might look like one of my products. I hope that makes sense. So instead of having to go one by one and just checking what these keywords look like, we have a brand new way in order to see this inside of Cerebro. Let me show you how to do it. All right, so in Cerebro, if you mouse over any of the keywords, you're going to see this pop-up window if you don't have the advanced view on, and you're going to see thumbnails of the last time Helium 10 checked the top 10 products, the thumbnails of the main image. Super, super cool. You no longer have to go to Amazon to take a look at the keyword. You'll instantly see the thumbnails. If you're looking for a little bit more information, you can hit the advanced view. And if you hit advanced view, now you can actually see the titles of those products. You can see the price. You can see if it has variations, the rating. Super, super cool, guys. This is one of the newest features of Cerebro. Depending on when you're watching this, you might not have full access to it yet. But this is a really cool feature where you no longer have to go click one by one and then look off of Helium 10 back on Amazon to see what kind of products are on the top of page 1. All right, how to automate your Amazon keyword research. All right, we've been talking about a lot of strategies as far as how to find top keywords from your competitors, from your own listings, etc. Now, the way I showed it to you guys, it doesn't take too much time, but maybe you've got 10, 20 products and you want to be checking your competitors' keywords once a week. Well, it can start getting pretty tedious and time consuming and a lot of data that you're going to have to process to every single week or every other week go through all of your products and all of your competitor products and know, all right, is my competitor ranking for any new keywords that I didn't know so I can put it in my listing? So how would you like a way to just put time back in your hands? I mean, time is money, right? So that, this could take hours and hours a month, but instead of that, let Helium 10 do the work for you. How can you automate keyword harvesting from your competitors' keywords? Well, it actually goes back to your dashboard. All right. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go back to just your regular dashboard. Okay. And you're going to hit Insight Settings on the very bottom left of the screen, Insight Settings. All right. Once you do that, you are going to find the keyword Insight Settings, and then you are going to hit 4 insight types, and you are going to select Customize under Keyword Suggestions based on my competitors. All right. So hopefully you've set your competitors. And if you haven't set your competitors on your Insights dashboard, there's videos that we have on their dashboard on how to do that. But you want to put your top 5 competitors for all of your products. And these are the ones that you probably are running Cerebro off of. Once you've got that done, like I said, go to your Insights types, hit under Customize under Keyword Suggestions based on my competitors. And what you're going to do here is you're going to enter exactly whatever you like to do inside of Cerebro. You're basically automating your Cerebro process. So maybe you said, hey, I want to know any keyword where the search volume is at least 400 and my rank is like, maybe I'm not ranking at all. So I'm going to put 0 and 0, but at least one of my competitors is ranking in the top 20 positions. All right. That's what you just fill it out just like you would on Cerebro. So now anytime that one of my competitors for any one of my products, right, is getting sales from a new keyword that I'm not ranked for, now I'm going to get actually an insight on it or a notification right here, and it'll tell me, hey, your competitor is ranking for these new keywords. Would you like to start tracking it? Would you like to start putting it in your listing? This is like super, super cool, guys. Next level. If you don't have access to it, you're going to need the Diamond plan in order to access this. But I mean, talk about putting money and time back in your hands. I mean, this saves hours and hours of work. You now don't have to even run Cerebro almost ever again on your products unless you want to do some advanced filtering. But you can now get those keywords delivered to you in a message saying, hey, your competitor is getting sales from these keywords. Do you want to put it into your listing? So guys, if you want to start automating it, make sure to set that up on your Insights dashboard. All right, guys, so we just went over a lot of strategies in the last 3 episodes on Cerebro, 25 of them in total. I've just got a couple of strategies here using our other keyword research tool, Magnet. So let's go ahead and get into it. How to find loosely related keywords to an individual keyword phrase. How can this be important? How can it make you money? Well, we showed you in Cerebro how to get a lot of really specific information, but maybe you're doing a little bit broader research. and you want to kind of like, hey, instead of just looking at what these exact products are ranking for, let me have a broad view of keywords that are very loosely related and some closely related, and see if something comes up that maybe didn't come up in Cerebro. Let me show you how to do that. If you go to Magnet, our tool, let's go ahead and enter coffin shelf if that's my main keyword, and I'm going to hit Get Keywords. And now what's going to show up here are all of the keywords that are loosely related to coffin shelf. And how these keywords are sourced is from different databases. One of the sources is organic, meaning these are the keywords that other products ranking for coffin shelf are also ranking for, right? We've also got Smart Complete. Smart Complete means, hey, let's take this root word coffin shelf, and then what are some long tail keywords related to it? I'll show you in a later strategy a little bit more detail on that. And then last, it's showing Amazon recommended keywords for other products that are on the coffin shelf search results. All right. So for example, I just typed in coffin shelf, and take a look, even without any filtering at all. Look at some of these interesting keywords that come up. Gothic kitchen decor, punk room decor, creepy room decor, goth bedroom, curiosity cabinet. So these are other keywords that maybe wouldn't have come up in my Cerebro searches, but I'm just getting a little bit more information here and a little bit more keywords on things that I might want to put into my listing. There's a lot of filters here. Like maybe I just want to see all the keywords that have over 1,000 search volume. I can use that filter. Maybe I want to have all of the keywords that have at least three words, right? I don't want any one word phrases. I don't want 2-word phrases. I could use that filter. Tons of filters here. Maybe I'm interested in what are all the keywords that have a title density maximum 3. All right. What does title density mean? Title density is the number of products on page 1 of the search results of a keyword that have that exact search keyword in its title. So there's tons of different filters you can use. And then again, this is a great way to round out your keyword research or perhaps get other ideas. How to get top level information on a group of keywords. All right, let's just say that you came up with, 30 keywords from Cerebro that your competitor is beating you on. Or let's just say you've been getting a whole bunch of data off of Amazon, like you've been looking at Pinterest trends or Google trends or TikTok hashtags or whatever, and you just have this random list of keywords and you're like, hey, I just want to see, what's the search volume of these keywords? Let me show you how you can just get some really quick information without having to like one by one go through these. All right. So let's just use the scenario, first of all, that maybe you were on Cerebro and you found 9 different keyword phrases that your competitors are beating you on. And you maybe want to know what is some information on those keywords. Well, I'll just go ahead and copy these keywords right here. And I'm actually going to paste them into Magnet. All right. And again, these keywords can come from anywhere. Now, where I want to go if I want to analyze multiple keywords is the second tab of Magnet. All right. So once you're in Magnet, hit the Analyze Keywords tab and then go ahead and paste all of those keywords. I can put up to 200 in here, and then you can hit the button Analyze Keywords. All right. Now, what comes up is not all of the long tail keywords or not the loosely related keywords. This just brings up the exact keywords that came up. All right. From the ones I pasted. And now I can just see the information such as the estimated keyword sales for each one. I can have the buttons that go to the brand analytics. I have the search volume for each keyword. Let's just say these were the keywords that my competitors were beating me on, or that my competitors are on page 1 from. Well, the cool thing here is I can actually see a keyword summary of the total search volume. So instantly I'm like, okay, wow, my competitors is beating me on keywords that have a total search volume of 7,200. All right. So there's a lot of cool information that you can see here. So again, this is a great way to just get some like quick information on a group of keywords instead of having to go one by one on your keyword list. How to find long tail keywords from a root keyword or phrase. Now, why is this important? How can this make you money? Well, you might know what your main keywords are. You might know what other keywords products are ranking for. But it's important to understand that there might be longer tail versions of these keywords. Maybe they don't even have that much search volume that can really round out your keyword research, and maybe you'd be the only competitor who is ranking for these keywords. All right, so how can you do that? Let's hop into Magnet. I just use one of my main keywords, coffin shelf here, and again, there's thousands of keywords that came up, but if I want to see the long tail versions of this, all I have to do is I'm going to select the match type of Smart Complete. All right. So Smart Complete allows me to show what keywords coffin shelf is the root of. Where are maybe there are some plural versions of this keyword? Where are some keywords where the order is different than the original word? Do you know how you do autocomplete on the Amazon search bar? If you type in coffin shelf, it'll just show you keywords that just start with the word coffin shelf. But look at some of the words that came up when I did Smart Complete here for coffin shelf. I see coffin shelves. I see coffin shelf large, 6 foot tall. I see glass coffin shelf. So there's a keyword where it starts with a different word. I see bookshelf coffin. So there, all of a sudden, it mixes up the words and even adds another one. Here's another one, coffin wall shelf. It took those two words, coffin shelf, and then put a word in the middle of it. So this is like a great way to kind of like look for longer tail versions. Now, that what I just showed you, that Smart Complete, it's also indicative of what could come up in a phrase match target for PPC. All right, so if you do phrase match or broad match, right? So Amazon sometimes will change the order of the words. It'll add a word before, it'll add a word after. In broad matches, a little bit, more crazy, the kind of things that it does. But now instead of just, all right, let me just see what's going to show up on a broad or a phrase match, you can actually get a preview of what kind of keywords would come up if you do a PPC campaign on a certain keyword. That's kind of crazy if you think about it. What is everybody else on Amazon doing? They're just like, all right, Amazon, take the wheel. Let's just see what you're going to show me for. No, now you can know the exact keywords that potentially could come up in one of those campaigns. Another way that you can use this information is by trying to see where, like maybe you want to expand out in your niche. Like I am selling coffin shelves. Here I have this list of 3,000 keywords related to coffin shelf, and I just want to make something coffin shaped. Right? Maybe it doesn't start with coffin shelf. Let me show you what you can do. With the list unfiltered, the first filter you're going to do is you're going to go to phrases containing, and then I'm going to go ahead and put coffin there. All right. And then once I apply the filters, now any keyword out of these 3,000 that came up that have coffin in it show up. So maybe I'm like, all right, where are the keywords that have at least 400 search volume that have the word coffin in it? And now all of a sudden I see 40 keywords, right? And if I'm selling coffin shelves, all of a sudden something else might, strike my fancy here. Like I'm just looking at this and here's something that I didn't realize. There's 400 people searching for coffin coffee table. All right. There are 500 people searching for coffin decorations. There's 500 people searching for coffin bowl. What the heck is a coffin bowl? I might want to look at that. There's almost 1,000 people searching for coffin rug. All right. And here's a creepy keyword, skeletons carrying coffin. These are like new product ideas that I can expand my brand out to that I didn't even know existed. And all I did was I just put in my main keyword into Magnet, and I was like, let me do a filter for any keyword out of these 3,000 where coffin is in it. And now I can see tons of product potential. So here's 3 different ways that you can find long tail versions of keywords, what might come up in a PPC campaign, or even new ideas for product line extensions. How to see the keywords in a niche that are trending up in search volume. Now, why is this important? How can it make you money? If you've got a lot of keywords that you're considering to use and maybe you can't fit them all in, or maybe you're looking for new product ideas, well, how are you going to prioritize it? Sure, you can prioritize it by search volume, but let's just say that even there, hey, all these keywords, there's a lot of products that have this, or a lot of keywords that have the same search volume. Well, how do you prioritize then? Well, what I like to do is I like to prioritize by the ones that are trending up, all right? If a keyword is going down in popularity compared to last month, I might not want to focus on that keyword. So how can I easily see which ones are trending up? There's a filter right here in Magnet. So if I have any search results up in Magnet, all I have to do is look for the filter search volume trend. And maybe I want to see something that has a minimum of 50% increase compared to last month. I'm going to put a minimum of 50 and I'm going to hit apply filters. And now any keyword that has a big trending up is going to show up here. And look at this. Oh my goodness gracious. I see Coffin Zen Garden is up 104% on search volume compared to last month. Coffin Candy Bowl is up 261%. So if I was looking to prioritize keywords, do you think I'd want to prioritize some keywords that are up by over 100%? Absolutely. So an easy way, again, to see in your niche what keywords are on the way up, or conversely, maybe you want to see what keywords are on the way down. Just put in any keyword into Magnet, check the related keywords, and use that trending filter. How to find common root words in an overall keyword niche. Now, why is this important? Well, again, I like to use this almost as a product research tactic. It could be also a PPC play too. When I enter in Magnet a certain keyword, that's my main keyword, and I'm looking at a whole bunch of loosely related keywords, maybe there are certain trends that I don't realize. Like, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to understand that if I put in coffin shelf, there's probably going to be a lot of coffin related keywords. But sometimes there might be other keywords that could give you other ideas that you weren't even thinking about. All right. How can you find that? Let me show you. Let's just say I search coffin shelf here in Magnet. I'm going to look at this box called word frequency. And what this means is, of all the search results that are showing up, and I can also filter it down even a little bit, what keywords appear the most in the phrases. And again, just like I thought, the number one keyword here, or actually the number one keyword is decor at 1,000, but then coffin was 600. But maybe there's something else here that looks interesting. Like, for example, I see spooky. And I'm like, spooky, 131 of these keywords have the word spooky in it. So if I hit spooky, what happens is now all of the keywords on that list that start with the word spooky are going to show up here, and I can start getting some ideas. Like, look at this, 38,000 search volume for this keyword spooky basket, 1,400 search volume for spooky home decor, spooky desk accessories has a couple hundred searches a month. All right, so now all of a sudden I just discovered maybe in like a new sub niche where I'm looking at coffin shelf, but I see, wow, look how this keyword spooky is trending in so many of these keywords. And again, I can use these keywords in my listing, or use it as potential PPC test, or use it as an idea generation for new ideas for my brand. All right, last strategy of the day. How to instantly see the most search terms on Amazon that start with a word or phrase. All right, so this is pretty cool. Like, how can this help you out? Well, you might just be doing very, very like kind of low key research where you discover something. You're like, all right, well, what is the most search term? Like, hey, I saw this garlic press. Is garlic press the most search term that starts with the word garlic, or is there something else? Coffin shelf. Is coffin shelf the highest search term that starts with the word coffin? Or are there longer tail versions of this keyword that have even more search volume? Check out a super simple way to find out in seconds which keywords are the most searched when you start with any letters, word, or phrase. All you have to do is just go directly to Magnet, guys, and start typing. That's it. So let's just say I'm going to type in coffin. If I pause just a few seconds, any keyword that has a lot of search volume is going to show up here. And here I can see that the number one keyword that starts with coffin, it's not coffin shelf. Coffin shelf isn't even in top 10. It's coffin charcuterie board. That's crazy. I wouldn't have realized that. All right. Maybe I'm wondering, all right, what are the most search terms that start with coffin shelf? Here we go. Coffin shelf is number one. Coffin shelf large is number two. I mentioned garlic press earlier. What are the most searched terms that start with the word garlic? Well, whatever shows up here in this autocomplete right here in Magnet, it is the words. It is sorted by the number of searches. All right. So I can see if I put in garlic, the number 1 keyword is garlic, number 2 is garlic press, then garlic powder. So any keyword you can possibly think of on Amazon, if you're just really curious, hey, what are some other keywords that might start with this keyword and what are the most searched ones? Just start typing anything you want into Magnet. Don't even have to click anything. Whatever comes up in the Magnet autocomplete are the highest search terms. All right, guys, there you have it. We just did, I think by my last count, 31 keyword research strategies over the last 3 episodes. Now don't just sit there and be like, oh, wow, that was amazing, Bradley. Those are some incredible strategies. And that's it. All right. That does nobody any good. That means I just wasted my breath here on all these strategies. What I want you to do is pick some of these strategies and start doing it right now on your own account. Maybe you haven't even found a product yet, but there was ideas that I brought up in this keyword research on how you can find product ideas. Maybe you've got an existing brand and now you know of how you can come up with expanded ideas by doing keyword research. Maybe you've got your product on the way to you right now from your supplier and you need to start building your listing and you want to make sure you've got the best keywords. These 31 strategies are going to help you with that. So guys, hope you enjoyed these episodes. Bookmark these, go back to it, refer to it. I'm going to try and put copies of these videos also inside of our tool and inside of our Helium 10 Academy so that you can have them as reference. Let me know, guys, in the Helium 10 members Facebook group, or if you're watching this on YouTube in the comments, let me know which one of these strategies you thought was the coolest, which ones that have helped you find new keywords that can help you get those extra thousands of dollars of sales on Amazon. How to find the top Amazon keywords for a niche or group of... No, that is not going to work. Oh, do a reset every time I have a hiccup? Nope, that's not going to work. Oh. Nope, still there.